My name is Troy, and today we're going to be reviewing Holler. So here we are, and we got Holler in his wheelless pickup truck mode. This guy kind of reminds me of Mayhem, in that they're both kind of pickup trucks, and that I both use ball joints in them. Unfortunately, I really can't compare Mayhem anymore because, notice I said anymore. So yeah, I'm very, very, very devastated for that loss, and it wasn't even my fault. Can you imagine that? No, you can't. So, anyway, Holler looks actually really cool. I call him Holler, and I spelled it like holler, like screaming. So, I imagine this big hot rod pickup truck coming down the street, and I like to say that the engine hollers when he revs the engine. So, it looks good, and he can haul some stuff if you want, and just take something here. This isn't a weapon or anything. This is just something I gave him found. But there you go. He can hold a good amount of things. You can hold a special knife or sword thingy and pretty much contain it, I think. Yeah, it's not that bad. So there you go. I mean, he does have a couple of visible parts, including visible head syndrome, but you'll figure out what's visible head syndrome when we get down to robot mode. And speaking of robot mode, wait a second. I have to compare it with something, don't I? Here we are with deluxe skids. There you go. And I still haven't retrieved any of my minifigures, so here it is with a Hot Wheels bus. Apparently has an engine at the back. I don't know, I thought that was important. But anyway, let's get down to transformation. Transformation on this guy, extremely simple. Want to take the arms, bring them out, rotate them, flip the hand out, and rotate the tail light. There you have an arm all done. Do the same thing on the other side. Rotate that around. And, of course, rotate the tail light around. And there you have the arms all done. And now you can see his head is actually the windshield of the truck. So now what you want to do is you want to take the legs and you want to bring them down like this. Then you can bring it all together. You have to bring out the arms just a little bit because, I had to put in some parts to him. I thought that would look a little bit better. I mean, of course, you could just leave it like that. Rotate the feet around. Like that. And, that could work, but what I like to do is I have these on just to make it look better in vehicle mode and robot mode alike. And yeah, there you have him in his robot mode, and robot mode is very, very simple. I mean, of course, take these off, and it might look better to you, and it actually could be better. You got way more articulation in the legs, so I'll leave them off for right now, and I'll show you what it looks like in vehicle mode at the end of the video, and I'll do a tutorial on this guy. So yeah, he's very simple. very fun to mess around with if you're a fidgeter like I am. So now for comparison, again, here he is with deluxe skids, so you can see quite a bit. Here he is with the truck, again, grew quite a bit. And here he is with Rev Up. As you can see, he's quite small. So yeah, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and do a tutorial for this guy, including the leg extensions, and I'll have that as a section by itself. So get ready to find some mixel joints, some other pieces that you're going to need, especially one of these pieces. That was extremely hard to find for me, but you know, there you go. So, for sections, section 1 will be the arms, section 2 will be the legs, section 3 is optional, it's the leg extensions. I'll go ahead and build them, but I'm going to transform him without the leg extensions just for a little bit. Section 4 is the main chest, and section 5 is basically what holds everything together except for the arms. So, there you go. Like I always do, I'm going to show you the parts for each section, then I'm going to build it, and etc. So, without further ado, to build this, it's extremely simple, and I'm going to do what I did with my last transformer, which was 32, and I'm going to zoom in. So, you need one of these pieces. You can put a pole joint in there, and you take one of these claw pieces, just put it on there like that, and swing it in because we're going into vehicle mode after this. Put one of these on, and you know what? This looks oddly horrible. So this is what you should have all together, and you want to do the same thing with the other one. And of course, transform it to where it looks like it should. Now for the legs. Legs are also extremely simple, not very, they're very parts efficient, but, pieces can be a bit hard to find. You need one of these pieces, you need one of these pieces, and you need a couple of colored cheese slopes, preferably, a gray and a translucent orange, and you want to rotate them like that. And actually, because we're going into the alternate truck mode, you want to leave these, you want to have these around like that. Now for the leg extensions. Leg extensions are a bit more challenging and have a little bit more pieces, but if anything's challenging, it's probably the actual torso. So what you want to do is you want to take a 1x3, and you want to take one of these pieces and put it on there like that. Put one of these on there, and put a 1x2 on top of it. And of course, mirror the build. Main torso. Might have a little bit of trouble with this, but it's very simple considering 2 pieces, which I have 3 of them, and I need 4 of them to make one of my builds that I've been wanting to do. So I guess we'll start here. Want to take one of these pieces. You need 2 of them, and put it on a 1x3. Then put another one on there, and put some type of 1x1 right there. take one of these clips, put it on there, and then put the windshield piece on top of there, like that. Then you can take another one, 2x3, put on there, put on there, and put on there like that, and there you have that. Now this might be a bit of trouble, unless you have some type of steering system that involves this piece, or you get it off of Bricklink. Then this might be a little bit of trouble. I have 3 of them, maybe more than that, but these pieces are kind of hard to find, to be honest. And the way they're used for steering, you take 2 of these ball joints and put in a thing right here, and it can rotate. It's a miracle. What you want to do is you want to take another one of these pieces. You need 3 of them all together. And then put it on there like that. And then put this piece on like that. Now to start assembling it, actually you wanna, alright, to assemble it, I wanna take that and put it on there like that. That's the main chassis, if you will. And then you want to take the legs and just bring them up and try to get them flush with this middle piece right here. It will make it look a whole lot better, and that's not what I did when I first opened the video, but you know, there you go. And there you have the front of the truck done. And then, of course, take these pieces, put it on there like that, and as you can see, immediately it looks better with the extensions in vehicle mode, but it doesn't do so much for the robot mode. And I forgot to show you this off in robot mode, but he is extremely articulate, extremely, and it just adds on to the transformation and aesthetic. But anyway, so let's go ahead and put those back on. Rub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-bum-bum. You know, you don't have to put those pieces on there, but I just did because I thought I filled in some spaces. I was pissed off at something at home and I was not in a good mood. And when he saw me in a previous class, he couldn't tell that I was. There you go. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, there you have Holler and all together. And this is Troy signing out.